Alright, welcome back. Got the Valance out. I did get some more gas. So, I think I did a pretty good job of pounding that out. I mean, it's a little bit of high and low there. But, you know, I think I did a pretty good job with the hammer and dolly making this thing, you know, pretty decent. You know, decent enough to where I don't have to put a lot of mud on it. So, what we are going to do today, we're going to fix that crack. Where'd it go? That crack. And where'd the other one go? That one. Okay. Make sure there's not one on the other. Oh. That one too. I may have to, ooh, it's missing metal. Oh boy. Well, maybe I can get that pounded up a little bit. So I may end up having to do that one. Okay. And that one. Make sure this one isn't cracked. So we got that. Basically everywhere there's a freaking crease, it looked like it cracked. Looks like we're gonna have to get that one. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna clean that. Oh. We're gonna clean those spots up, turn the welder on, get it all set up, and that'll do it for this video on the Valance. I'm gonna make another video. I've got a little bit of metal left. I'm gonna order some more metal so I can get that done. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a really good video. That's going to be a very good learning experience, especially for me and perhaps people that, I don't know, are probably looking for me to screw up. So, you know, but hey, you know what? Let's have some fun with it. You know, we've got it. Let's have some fun with it. If you want to know where I get my metal, I don't go to a metal place out here. I actually get it online. I think I get it from onlinemetals.com. They sell some sheets, and I did out here in Colorado. It's a pain in the ass to drive around here and to get to places because the traffic is so freaking horrible. I'd rather just order it online. So, with that being said, let's get this going. Don't know how long this video is going to be. You know, maybe we can turn it into a two-parter so you guys don't get bored. Feels good to get out in the garage. Oh, just in case anybody's curious, today is Saturday. I did end up, oh, and I think I'll probably use this to get into those crevices and things like that I need to with the doors. I'm going to use that. I don't think I've ever used it. I bought it. I don't think I've ever used it. It doesn't go really fast, I'm pretty sure, but it's not going to be in this video because I need to get another end. I need to buy a crap load of those ends. I'm always looking for them. So, anyway, if anybody's curious on a good movie, ended up watching Chisholm, John Wayne. It was actually a pretty good movie. If you got 2.5 hours, go ahead and watch it. A lot of the movies that Hollywood's producing right now, they're garbage. They're no good. And it's weird because I never really liked Westerns before, but I've actually been watching quite a bit of Westerns and I'm starting to dig them. Who knows, you know? They actually have a storyline. But enough of the crap. Let's get going. You want to make sure you clean this off before you weld it. Both sides. This is my Scotch-Brite pad. Where is it? There it is. Careful, don't cut yourself. Shouldn't take too much time. I mean, this isn't going to take a lot of welding. You know, a pop here and a pop there. Yeah, every now and again I gotta look back to make sure I'm getting in the shot. Did I get them all? I hope so. That one, that one, that one, that one. You know, it's... Even looking at this piece, it's really weird. You got a crack here, crack here, crack here, crack here. I don't have a crack there. Crack here, and then right here in the corner, it's like, man. I don't. It's just a Valance. You know, unless people were scraping it or something like that when they were driving. But damn, that's a lot of cracks. You know, just in those spots, you know, I'm going to have to pop that. So, get that, get my hammer and dolly out. I think I got them all. So, got them all cleaned up. This will be fun. Hopefully, I do not burn through any of this crap. This metal actually does look kind of thin. So, just want to give another thing out. A shout out to Mr. Fireman 164. He actually responded to one of my comments. I'm very glad he did. I asked him what his settings were because he did look like he had the same type of welder that I had. I asked him what type of wire he was running. I think he said he was running 024 at 2.5 and I think setting C. I'm running 023 setting B at 3.5. So what I'm going to do on this one, what I may end up doing is I may end up taking some of that scrap metal that I showed you for the door. As soon as I cut that piece out, I may end up doing a video and doing it on both of those settings to see which one works. Of course, his settings aren't going to work for everybody. They're not, you know, what it. Every piece of equipment is different. Every operator is different. So what may work for him may not work for me. What may work for me may not work for him. And same with everybody else out there. So, you know, if you got some scrap metal, mess around with your welder. You know, hopefully you get a bigger bottle than what I've got. You know, so. That's the only bad thing about it because it cost me about 39 bucks to fill that little bottle up, and it doesn't last very long. So I don't get a lot of time to screw around with my welder because, of course, I need to do the welding and stuff like that on this. So with that in mind, let's get the hammer and dolly out. And no, I'm not wearing steel toe boots. My steel toe boots are actually over there. Pain. Working all the way over here. See, I told you. Not even in the shot. You're just hearing me banging stuff. Probably should have did this earlier, but when I had the hammer and dolly out the first time. Looks like I need to clean that up a little bit more. At least I'm wearing eye protection. And I do recommend wearing eye protection. I think twice I got metal in my eye. The first time I was actually at the VA and I had them look at it, and they ended up taking it out. Of course, that wasn't so-called free. Technically still the taxpayers' money, which is still, if you're working, that's, and I'm working, so it's yours and my money. But the second time I did it, I actually went to the eye doctor. They pulled it out, and I think it was over like $100. You know, $100 to remove a piece of freaking metal out of my eye. So I was like, okay. And I want to think I was wearing goggles. I don't think I was wearing them tight enough, you know, kind of like over here to where I was grinding and a piece, you know, kind of went. Maybe I was wearing glasses, I wasn't wearing goggles. And it ended up going under, and it caught me. So I was actually a little bit pissed off about that, because I was wearing safety goggles and a piece of metal still ended up getting through. But word of the wise, that was $100 and some odd I could have done something else with, you know. I could have donated it to somebody, given it to a charity or something like that, so. Or paid off bills. One of the two. I'm sure you're not here trying to get life lessons off of me, but just word of the wise, you know, kind of one thing when I was a kid, never really, let me see how straight that is. That's actually pretty straight, so I actually need to pound that out a little bit more. When I was a kid, I always said, well, I'll take care of my body when I'm older because I'm not going to, you know, the doctors are basically going to tell me that you can't eat that stuff when you're older. So I figured, well, let's get as much stuff as that in me as I can, like candy, junk, and stuff like that. You know, and now it's like, okay, you know, even though the doctors basically tell me, yeah, you know, stay away from sugar, you know, but even though the doctors are telling me, well, you don't really, you know, don't stay away from stuff, or they're telling me not to stay away from stuff, so they're not saying that, but, you know, try to take care of your body a little bit more. You know, I got a gut, and there's reasons why I've got it. It's not because of food. It's because of when I was in the house fire and things like that, and when I was in the hospital, when I got out, I wasn't moving around, but I was still eating 3 meals a day. So I wasn't very mobile, so I was eating and I wasn't burning anything off. So it kind of caused me to get a little bit of a gut. And the older you get, the harder it's going to be to get it out or get it off. So just word of the wise. Well, I'm not wise, but try to take care of yourself a little bit, you know. I'm trying to do more and more of taking care of myself so I don't have problems in the future. You know. You get older, you don't get younger. But I think this video is going on a little bit too long. So let's stop it there. We'll call this part 1. And then we'll throw the 2, and then we'll start welding this. All right?